What's up dudes, I'm totally ready for this review. My name is Josh13, let's kick off with the story. I did not find a story in VR Skater, it's all about honing your skills. As a kid, I switched over from skates to skateboarding because I thought it was way more cool. After a lot of twisted ankles, I started learning some tricks. I was never great, but I didn't suck either. But now I can finally practice skateboarding in VR without getting physically hurt. Mentally hurt is a totally different story, because frustrations will run high with this game. It's all about practice and unlocking your skill, finding the perfect line and landing those tricks. Whether you have to do a spot challenge or sudden death, the key is landing. There are a couple of modes you need to clear in order to progress to the next area. You can clear a stage by getting bronze, silver or gold. These modes include line mode, best trick, spot challenge and more. After you clear each stage you can do free roam and challenge yourself to the next area. Customize your board, wheels and trunks to your liking, because there are options. Clear more gear by reaching higher levels. And if you're ready, rise up on those leaderboards. Yo dude, see that subscribe button? Totally press it. I was a skateboarder when I was younger and have played shitloads of Tony Hawk and a bit of skate. But this is the first time I've experienced skateboarding in VR. I noticed that I was taking my goofy skateboard pose, going through my knees whenever I had to do an ollie. I did have trouble getting used to the controls. Grinding is hard to do in real life, but I almost found it harder in VR Skater. It took me a while to get the hang of it. Personally, I took a goofy stance, so I can imagine if you had a regular stance it would be the opposite of some of my controls. With my left controller you do steps by moving your sense controller from front to back. You don't have to push any buttons. By pressing the trigger on your right controller and moving your hand to the left or the right, you'll steer that direction. You can also steer by moving your joystick, but you will do a little lift off your board. To do a nollie or an ollie, you have to press one of the lower action buttons. You will jump with release. After you jump comes the hard work. You need to move your hands like footwork. Move your controllers to the side of your board like a flick will cause your board to spin. Press and release your grab button in order to make your board stop spinning. Do all of this in a short time span and you'll land your trick. Grinding is done by pressing both lower action buttons above the rail at the same time to do a 50-50. You can switch up your grind by pressing the across action buttons at the same time. For example, the X and the triangle. By moving your head swiftly while you jump to hop to that direction is something that felt really weird in VR. Rock and roll dude, that's the music scene of skateboarders. At least when I was a kid. VR Skater is packed with songs. They're all related to skateboarding. I have to add, some lyrics may be offensive. You can switch songs on demand. The developers also promise to keep updating their music pack. Like most games, there will be songs you will like and dislike. VR Skater is no different. I did not choose to play this game because I thought it looked good. I was curious about the gameplay. You're not blind to see that the graphics are not on par with games like Gran Turismo or Call of the Mountain. Better graphics will not harm this game. But it is what it is. The best looking thing I found was your board. I would give this game a 6 out of 10. For me, it took a little bit longer to enjoy VR Skater than most other games. Practice makes perfect. I noticed that I did the same tricks often because it's tricky to land, especially at the start. And by the way they explained VR Skater, I got more confused. The way they show your controls were hard for me to understand. Also, the spawn system is the worst. It's like they want you to start over. Because when you crash against a fence, they will spawn you 10 centimeters in front of the same fence. It's impossible to speed up and jump over it. I might like it sound like the game is bad, but that's not the case. It's just a little bad. There's room for growth. VR Skater is something new to explore in the world of VR gaming. It's really satisfying to land a trick that you have been trying to land. VR Skater ain't easy. It takes time to master. Roll on over to my channel and check out more PlayStation VR reviews. And subscribers, I have not forgotten about you. You are all freaking awesome.